She a feminist. Girl, you know I'm a savage. In these dirty vans, stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack, 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American. We the American dream. No money. Now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This complete left side to Aguilar. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hurry up, here we go. 319! 319!
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. Now he'll escape to his left. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
This is Howard on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now Allen off the bootleg. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Gone. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Leopard. You got three, brother. You got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Still 1st quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
first, they go right back to Howard. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 12. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A give to Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is. Down, here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit, Detroit.
Back to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 10 more there and another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot base for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 98 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He leads this one for Howard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, Allen. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 13 yards out, and the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Leopard! Leopard! Take 4! Take 4! Leopard!
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 20. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19! Lucky 56.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
They go with Howard again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Throwing is Allen on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They get it to him running left. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll run it here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On play Play action. They'll throw. Going left side here, and it's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a handoff looking right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. This complete left side to Aguilar. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 94 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Allen to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. And now running right through it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. That that huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Running with Howard. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Whoosh. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now at the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Allen. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going deep for Moncrief. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dante Moncrief, 62 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Forced out to his left. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's good.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Gun!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gun! Detroit! 49, guys. Mike, 49. Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They run with Howard. And an alley to run. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On first and goal, Howard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. They come out here in the eye. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jordan Howard taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Patriot!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.